Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Party Wagon podcast. We have a special guest here. This is our podcast with, what did Gary call this? Podcast with friends, I guess. He uses a different term, but I'll figure it out later. Yeah. So I have Carlos here. I'm going to pass it on to Carlos.
Hello, everybody. We also have our special guest, Abisai, up there, and he's going to show us a lot of things that he's been working on or he has already shown. So if you know his work, you're going to see it again. And also, everybody that is new to the podcast is going to see everything new.
Awesome. Yeah, we're excited to have you here, Abisai. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Yes. So we didn't get a sneak peek. So I'm kind of.
I teased you a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. To be honest, fair. I tried to pull his leg to get some more some sneak peeks, but he wouldn't do it. So he held him down. So I appreciate that.
Well, I told you there was 2 secret items I was working on for the Dark Turtle, right?
Yes.
I think I added one more because I feel like he was missing something. So I added one more extra item.
Now, is it from the show or is it just from your original?
No, there's actually 2 props that I made up for him.
Okay. So. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see that. You know, I'm a huge Dark Turtle fan. Uh-huh. So yeah, you can start off with that, or you can start off with whatever you want. What do you want to show off?
Yeah, we'll start with Dark Turtle. Get him out awesome. Okay, so of course we have his grappling hook, right?
Let's see there you go.
That, right?
Oh, that is awesome. Okay.
So I actually designed his little wrist thing, but it's so small you can barely see it.
I see it. Now, I do have a question about that though.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Now, is that something like, since it's just like a straight line, is it fragile? So if you can you snap easy, or is it?
No. So this is actually just a metal wire. So it's like a metal bendy wire. So you can just flex it wherever you want until it, the metal itself gives out.
Okay.
Yeah. And cool. So the thing itself is, I just use that blue tack that Jonathan likes to use.
Sticky tack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I just use that just to clip it on because I was going back and forth whether or not I wanted to actually fit around his gauntlet.
Okay.
But I'm like, maybe it's too much of a hassle to constantly move his hand and put it back on. Whatever.
I get that. Could you do here's a question though. I'm just thinking about photographers. Now, amazing thought. I love that idea. But photographers, if they're trying to take pictures of it, are they going to see that blue sticky tack?
No, because it sits pretty flushed on there. So you really wouldn't be able to see it too often.
Okay.
I don't see it at all.
Oh yeah, I don't see it at all.
Yeah,
Carlos, do you see it?
Yeah, I can't see even if I zoom in.
Cool.
And of course, I'm thinking about just doing a double because he does do both in the cartoon show.
Yes, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I just didn't want to paint. I just got lazy. I didn't want to paint 2 of them.
So, Abisai, are these Dark Turtles are going to be on sale, or you already have them up?
Yeah, I'm planning on making an accessory pack, right? So I want to get the scope of what people think. So leave your comments below.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go back and go through them and see what people say about them. They want all accessories, or they want me to tweak something. Feel free to post your comments, post your ideas. And I'll go through those, and because I don't have a date yet. Right now, all these are prototypes, pretty much.
Okay, cool. I don't mind to be your tester.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll probably be one of the first ones to get these. So
probably.
Don't worry.
Yep, so I have 5 Dark Turtles. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a collection. You also got that little baby one too, right?
Exactly, from Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good. That's good work there.
Yeah.
And of course, you also got this 2 chainsaws, right?
Yeah.
I had to have one on and one off, Yep.
So that is cool. That is awesome idea for the off one and then the on one.
Yeah, so. I painted the little face on there, but it's actually sculpted in there too, the face. So the eyes are extruded inward, and so is the mouth.
Really? That's really
so
good.
That's nice. So all that stuff is extruded in there. So that's cool. You know what? This chainsaw really doesn't make any sense in the show.
It doesn't, but it's in there.
Because I'm how does it rotate and not cut into itself? I guess it just turns on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
It rotates.
It's cartoon
So, like,
magic.
right.
Can you do me a favor? Can you zoom that into it a little more? I mean, we see it, but can you get a little closer? Perfect.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right, cool. So, all right,
That's
the handle. Can we see behind it, if possible?
Yeah, it's just basically blank. It's pretty blank.
Okay. All right,
On
cool.
the back. Mm-hmm.
So, what does he call that in the show? The dark saw, or
He didn't call it anything. He just kind of pulled it out and just cut the pole. He didn't even name anything. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So,
I remember in the episode that Mikey said something about Batman and he can't use that for rights or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It was a good. I laughed when I heard that. That's cool.
Now, like the next piece, this one's pretty fun. All right, so he just kind of sits in here, but this accessory already comes with the Dark Turtle. You can see it.
The smoke.
Right. So I just made the smoke effect for it. And all it is, it's just this, right?
Genius.
Yeah, he just kind of perfectly kind of sits in there, and that's it. You know.
Now, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
So my question: can you make it spin, or is it hard to make it spin?
I mean, it's just a flat bottom. I mean, I'm sure you can put like sticky tack on it, so he's more securely on it, and you could just like throw it. You know?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But could you make it like a fidget spinner, like on the like?
You know what? I haven't thought about that. You know, that would be pretty cool to make a little like a fidget spinner type, and just so you could just like mess with it.
Exactly. Put it on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like a turtle spinner.
Exactly.
Somebody. Yeah, I gotta make that. Somebody has to capitalize on that. Turtle spinner.
You know who's gonna be your number one fan?
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. Okay, let's see what else I got. So I made this, right? The turtle cuffs, right? It's so tiny, so small. So this is the prop version. Okay. So it's basically just together, and he could just hold it for your photography needs.
Okay.
But I literally did this last minute, and I actually made a version where you could actually cuff shredder. So they actually fit around his hand.
Okay.
Yeah. So because in the show he never really got. Well, he tried to throw him off the ledge, but he tried to attempt to put the cuffs on him. So now you can see what it actually kind of looks like with the cuffs on.
That is awesome.
So that was one of them, right? So now I'm getting to the parts I haven't told you about, Steven, right?
All right.
Okay, so I'm not sure which one I want to show you. So this, I'm going to show you the rope effect, right? So this is the prototype, right? The little rope spinning effect.
Okay.
So that one he could just basically hold in his hand. So I can just do real quick. And he just, just twirling it around, So I've been trying to go over this design. I've been asking Jonathan for help on how to do like the effects pieces. This is the prototype, and I'm probably going to change this up a little bit more so it looks a little bit better. I just did like a quick paint job, but
awesome.
You just him just twirling it around.
That is super cool.
Would you do the same thing if you try to like a little fidget spinner, trying to see if it spins?
Oh, you're right. But I like this the material. This material is like a resin, right? But you know how resin can be like really brittle.
Yeah.
But this was actually pretty flexible.
Okay.
So I'm not too worried about it breaking.
That is super cool.
Mm-hmm. So that was one of the secret ones.
Hold on. Can you go back to that? I want to see it a little bit one more time.
Sure.
That is cool. So then here's a question though. Can it actually spin in his hand or no?
You know what? I have not tried it. I have not tried it.
Okay. Sorry about these prompt questions. It's just
no, you're good. You're good. So I kind of have it, and probably not.
Okay.
Because the rope kind of gets in the way because it's all in one piece.
Got it.
But maybe that'll be the fidget spinner.
Yeah. There you go.
So we'll see.
Super cool.
I like that. I like him just holding it.
Yeah, I love that too. So is that going to be the colors you're going to keep, or are you going to change out the colors?
No, the green was just what I had at hand. I'm
Okay.
trying to make the green the more accurate colors, for his belt. I'm trying to use that. Try to get that olive green color.
Perfect.
I'm gonna try to make it match. Like I said, all these are just prototypes. It's just kind of like rush. I literally made all these pieces and designed these pieces like probably Wednesday.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
They look
Now-
good too.
Yeah, I'm pretty quick at designing and getting prototypes out.
very cool. Yeah, I can tell. So now but a bunch of your stuff is on back order, right? Not back order, but like pre-order.
Well, because so the problem is I like designing stuff and making new things all the time, and I'm like, oh wait, but I gotta make stuff to ship out to customers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I can't really. It's hard for me to do both, but I'm like constantly trying to 3D print stuff, and it's a hassle to like clean everything, and sometimes things have to get painted, sometimes things have to be glued together. Like example, like these rails, like they're really simple design, right? Let me get out of the way so you can see it. The rails are simple, but I literally have to pre-snap them all together, and that takes me a while because my thumbs were sore from all the orders I had for this because I had to like pre-snap them together so people knew how to put them together easier and faster. Stuff like that takes time.
And then you actually make quality work too. Your quality stuff.
Oh, thank you.
It's
just I'm always looking at stuff and I'm like, I can't. I gotta like. Sometimes that's why it takes me a while to ship stuff because I like some of the chairs I would make. I'm like, oh, this isn't good enough. I'm like, scrap. Let me make some more. Let me try to find better configurations to make it look better.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I purchase anything from you, I know it's going to come well made. There's people out there that don't make things as good as you do. So we appreciate your work for sure.
The quality shows, and like the way you're speaking and the way you're like letting us know how it is. Like it shows that you care about your product.
Oh, I do. I mean, this is like stuff that's fun, just to make and create, and like everybody in the community loves it. It's like stuff they never really thought of or they never plan on doing.
Yeah.
And I like to give a lot of props to Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed because he kind of got me into it. Like really? I was like a cosplay photographer at first, right?
Okay.
And I was like, oh wait, these cosplayers need props. Let me get into 3D printing. And then I kind of started getting to the toy stuff, and I was like, oh wait, I could 3D print my own stuff. Then I saw Jonathan's YouTube, and I saw his all his art designs he would do. So then I would like message him, and we would just start chatting back and forth. And that the whole frame, that's when we started like collaborating, and trying to work together on stuff.
Nice, very nice. Yeah, I remember that frame was like what 6 months ago, 7 months ago, or even a year ago.
Yeah, it was probably like a year ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one was a really like popular item. Everybody kept asking for them.
Yeah, I remember it was sold out pretty quick, and then I was like, "Oh crap, I didn't buy." But then you guys relaunched it, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, we would do it in like rounds. We like do a little bit here, then wait a couple months and do it again.
Yeah, it's great work. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very
so
awesome.
we're planning on some other things, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be amazing. So, all right, I'm sorry to interrupt. What else you got?
Okay, I got two more items, right? So one of them that the spinny one was the one I told you about, right? That was one of the secrets.
Okay.
Okay, now the second secret one was this one. This is one I just came out my own, right? This is not in the show, but a grappling hook.
Okay.
So
that is cool.
Yeah, so this one actually fits in his hand pretty well. So I was like, okay, he gets it, he throws it, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But Donnie's a gadget guy, right?
Yeah.
He needs to make gadgets.
I agree. It's kind of almost in the show. Well, he threw one with the string.
Right.
So that is actually awesome. They should have put that in the show.
They should have. So I had to come up with my own design for this because I had no reference.
Yeah.
So I had to mess around with it. I was like, okay, what would Donnie do? So I have this. This is a wire, and I just have it wrapped around here. And I'm like, okay, what would they do back in the day to try to make like a grappling gun?
Yeah. That is awesome. Now, would you keep the colors on that, or would you change it up?
I would change the colors too. Like all these colors aren't like. I'll probably just the red and green, the stop and go button I put on here.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, but the colors on anything that's green, that's going to be changed.
Cool.
Yeah, that's just temporary. That was one of them. I'm like, yeah, he needs to grab a gun for sure.
I love that one. That is super cool. So now here's a question though. Can you make or is it movable? So if
you could take it off.
Well, I meant where it's like shooting out. You-
What do you mean?
The
Like,
actual
like,
grapple hook.
like actual functional?
Yeah, well,
Like you could take it off and do that
okay,
and have it in the front.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you
Very
have
cool.
options. You could do it with the wire that I have right here, or you could just put it on there.
Yeah,
You know, so you have
that's
options.
great.
And I'm like, I don't know how far to take this, right? Because I'm like, oh, maybe I need to make a little puff of smoke effect or something. You know, like there's so many things I could do and add on, but it adds more time.
Well,
You
like
know,
the
and I'm
little
just,
piece that's sticking on the bottom, can you make that removable?
oh, this piece.
No, the one sticking out on the bottom, like the wire piece.
Oh, this piece.
Yeah, so it's not in the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it's just the wire. I mean, you could just undo it.
Okay, so it wouldn't snap it off or anything.
Nah, it's just a bendy wire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's just bending wire and I just rotate it. And that's all you would do is if you want to, or you can even cut it and make it shorter. Because the way this thing works on here, it's kind of hard to see, but it kind of like goes around and goes through the middle and then pokes out.
Okay.
Yeah. Trust me, I was like, how am I gonna do this? You know, I was like, I wanted it to be like functional, I wanted it to look cool, and I wanted it to be able, you know, I need to give people options.
Exactly, and you're doing it right for sure. That is
Oh, thanks.
amazing.
Appreciate it. Okay,
Love
now
it.
I got one more piece, right?
All right, for
So
the dark
as you
turtle.
know, Dark Turtle, right? So this is the final piece. So as you know, Batman throws batarangs, right?
Yeah.
And Donnie, he never threw batarangs. So I made a turtle ring.
Okay. Yeah.
That is super cool.
So I was like, as I was looking at this, I was like, how can I make this look more like a turtle? Right?
Okay.
So you can kind of see the little gap.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the head, and the batarang like blades itself are supposed to be like the legs.
That is awesome.
So that was my idea to make the batarang. But like I said, the colors aren't final,
Okay.
and I still gotta like clean up some of this because I literally printed this out last night.
Wow.
So for that, does it close up to like the ball, like the president? He's like theoretically, like he closes it and throws it and it expands just like the batarang. But
that's how I would think. You know, that's how I think it would go. Like he'll pull it from his belt, and he'll just stick it out, and it'll pop out.
Now, are the blades movable?
Nah, the blades don't move.
Okay.
That'd be way too complex for something so small. Yeah, it would just be really impossible to do.
Okay. Hey,
but would you do it though?
Right? No, because I mean, like I'm making a little suitcase for Johnny, and to make the little hinges that small and not break is really difficult, especially for like resin and stuff like that. It's just really tricky.
Yeah. Yeah. So now here's a question for you. Are these everything you're going to end up making and releasing, or do you have more?
I mean, I was going to do this one accessory pack because I think that's a good amount of stuff. You know, if I come up with more stuff later or more ideas, then yeah, I'll make an accessory pack too. You know, this will be like Dark Turtle season 1. Maybe make like a Dark Turtle season 2. You know, if I come up with more ideas, because that's basically all they had for the show, as in terms of like things he used. You know, I'm everything else will be like coming out of my head, or like I said, put comments below if there's any ideas y'all guys have for me to make. And sometimes I make them. I mean, people message me on Instagram, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? I'm like, yeah. Let's see if I can do it.
Here's a question for you. I don't know how hard this would be, or even if it's even possible. Could you do like different facial expressions, or like the bottom piece for him?
So you know how he has that open mouthpiece that comes with it, right? So I did make one with teeth, like a grinning face with teeth one time, but I lost the file to it. Yeah, so I might hey, that might be the 10 accessory right there.
There you go. Do you have the other? Did you ever print it?
No, I never printed it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but because I updated my computer, I lost everything. It was in the middle of transaction, in the transition through to a new PC.
That would be cool. I would love to see that because I think that he should have came with more facial expressions, or at least
oh, for sure.
Like
adding like a green face, like at the teeth, like the turtles have teeth, but they never really like animate them most of the time. So
right, like an angry face too. So,
yeah,
especially from Dark Turtle. So those are amazing accessories, amazing ideas. Very well. Thanks for showing that off on the Party Wagon podcast here. So appreciate that.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So all right. Other than Dark Turtle, what else you gonna show off?
Okay, let me explain the street scene since it's been out here.
All right.
Let me just boom. Okay, so this is gonna be part of a big kit.
Okay.
Because I had to do the lights, and they wrap around. As you can see, it wraps around here, but also wraps around the other side, on top and top. And I'm also gonna have like more cyberpunk stuff like this. This is actually a little Easter eggs for my 2 buddies, right? Like this one. Like, who's that right there?
That is cool.
Yeah, that's just like some art pieces there. Like this, I still have to finalize. I've been stuck on this for like ever because I've been taking on like more projects. But
nice.
Yeah.
So then, those lights are they? Is it LEDs? I mean, it's obviously LED, but is it like battery powered or plugged in?
This is plugged in. This is plugged into the wall.
Okay.
And it's just a switch on and off, and it's really simple.
Okay.
And not just that, but it's also like I had to design these new doors. Right, these open. Right, because like my normal doors, so they open and close.
Okay.
Now let me explain this part right here. So I was thinking, like, we need some kind of like a bar scene or like a restaurant scene, right, or something. So I remember playing Cyberpunk and seeing something sort of like this. So that's where my inspiration came from.
Okay.
So the way it's gonna be, this part here can come out, right? Like this. This part here can come out, and you can replace it with a closed one. Or you can replace it with an open one. Yeah, trust me. I try to think, how can I make a functional door? And I'm just like, you know what? That's just too complicated.
Yeah.
Maybe just have pieces that you could just put in and just put it in place and slide them in place.
Yeah.
And then you can have your little cyberpunk bar scene.
That is super neat.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen anything like that yet, except obviously until now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking at this, and I'm constantly trying to come up with new ideas. I mean, like I said, me and Johnny have an idea, and we're gonna try to implement that eventually, right? But I need to get these cyberpunk like Hatter's been bugging me about these for a while because he really wants. He's the one that gave me the idea for the cyberpunk idea.
Okay.
Right? He's the one that challenged me to do it.
Hatter.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I had a version 1, and I didn't like the way the lights were going on there because they didn't wrap around at first. Yeah, no, I gotta have them wrap around, So then I went. This is the version 2, and it's basically almost done. The kit's almost done. Nice. I just need to like finalize this part here, and the doors and all that stuff is pretty much done.
Now, I keep on going back to the lights. Are the lights hard to put on? Do you need sticky tack?
I mean, the lights itself, it comes with the stickiness, right?
Okay.
And you could just stick them on, stick it on.
Now, if somebody ever wanted to take it down and just leave it without it, could they do that, or is it going to leave residue or anything?
No, because it's actually there's a frame I've made, right? So there's a fixture on here. These lights are attached to the fixture I designed.
Okay.
So there's the L-shaped fixture. You can probably see if I turn it off. Hold on.
Oh wow!
So
yeah, I see it.
Right. So that's the color, yellow, right?
Okay.
So I designed it to work with the street dial because I have, how this places in the holes, right?
Yeah.
So it's a very thin place, and it actually sits, and this goes on top of the holes are. So that's what holds this in place.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love your ideas.
Yeah. So this is basically like everything's like half and half. Like these two are this half, and those two are on that half, right? So if you would like, this isn't even like stuck on there, right? This is just like kind of placed on it. I designed it where you kind of like nudge it in there. So it's being held, like there's no stickiness with the lights at all. It's just like the force is holding it. You know what I'm saying? It's just pressure fit inside. So if I wanted to take it off, I could easily just take it off. There's no sticky residue or nothing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
So Abisai, like, so I know you got the cyberpunk colors for the lights. Is it just going to be like one of those switches where you can switch all the colors of the lights, or is it just specifically those two colors?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not too sure. People, because I could do pink or blue or pink at the bottom or blue on top. You know, you can mix and match it however you want. Well, it has to be specific because the length here is different from the length here, right? Because this is longer and this is shorter. So I'm probably going to just do one type at first, and then I'll probably change the types later. Like maybe just to do a blue or just a pink. But I just want to show off the different colors of the pink and the blue.
That's amazing. I love it. That is super cool. So we can thank Hatter for this idea, huh?
Yeah. You can date because like I said, them two guys, they're always like asking me for stuff. they're like, can you do this? Can you make this? Can you do this? And I'm like, oh man, I'll accept the challenge. Like the little street lights, right? Johnny was the one that challenged me to make them pluggable, to make them wired.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, yeah. We've seen some like battery ones. Yeah, that's cool, but we want something permanent. You think you can make it happen? And I'm just like, man, I don't know. I mean, that took me like maybe 2 weeks of research to try to like figure out how to do that. Yeah, those lights. Yeah, it took me like 2 weeks of research to figure out how to do that and how to get the little fixtures in there and to like lock them in. I'm like, yeah, those take quite a bit of assembly too. But I'm really happy with how that whole kit turned out.
Yeah,
so
I love the kit. Honestly, I use it so much, and I got a battery pack from Amazon. It works out great.
And you guys just run an extension cord and just plug it into a wall if you wanted to.
Yeah,
you don't even have to worry about a battery pack.
Yeah, but then for me, it's great for some people, but for me, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's way up there, exactly.
Yeah, that's
why it's a good option to have it via USB because you're not tied. You have options, you know.
Exactly. You know, like I said, I love your ideas. That was my favorite idea, to be honest with you, out of all your ideas.
Oh, thank you.
So far. So awesome. Very awesome. You got anything else to show off? Abisai?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you froze a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, so did you.
So awesome. So what else you got to show off?
Okay, so this is for Hatter.
Okay.
This is all him. So the week before I started the Dark Turtle, I started the vendor wagon, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
like this is still like early prototype. I need to send this to him so he could like give me ideas on what to do with it and what to add, what I could do better. But he definitely wants this in his hands, right? So the wheels turn on this one. See, look, we got some spinning stuff now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like you could actually put all the toys up here. There's little figures that come with the flipboard and stuff. Yeah. So then he can like stand back here and it's good for your little photo scenes. So this one took a while to print out, but he needs a vendor, he needs his own vending booth.
Oh, he completely does. That thing is going to be a hot seller.
Oh, I hope
it really is.
But the signage here, it might change. I know he's talking about it. He's like, oh, maybe I'll change it. Because he's the one that told me what to write down. And I'm like, okay, let's try that and see how it goes. But now he's like, you know what? Maybe I need to change it to something else. So we'll see if that changes over time or what.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think that's the perfect fit.
Yeah, and this is actually a fabric. That's a printable fabric. So it's not just like a cheap paper. So that's really cool.
That is so can you print that from your own printer?
Right.
That is awesome.
I printed the texture on this fabric sheet and I printed the wording and stuff. I still gotta figure out how to like really secure this, but like I said, like most of the stuff I do is like prototypes. And you can see there's a little fawns in there and these other silver cox boxes there. So like all that stuff fits in that wagon. So so you can see what it looks like in the back.
That honestly looks like you would get that from a store.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That, to be honest, that should have came with Flip War.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it should have, right?
Yeah.
So, and another idea is like, oh, we need someone to pull the cart. So I might make one more piece to go with this for like capture, so where he could actually like kind of like look like he's pulling it. So you might see some rope work it built, added to it. Kind of looks like he's pulling the wagon, so to say. Yeah.
Yeah. That is amazing. He's gonna love it. He seriously is.
Yeah, I like it too. It's really cool.
Yeah, love that idea. Love it. So that's cool.
So I just want to take a second real quick and show off the April tables I made. So these are like, right now they're sold out. But, this is part of April's little dining set. This is something that Johnny said I should make because it complements his background so well,
Yeah. I was about to say.
Yeah, so and then it took me a while to figure out how to get the texture design similar to what it was on the show. I finally got that pattern on there, so that's pretty neat.
Now, is it actually? To me, it looks like actual cloth or something. Is it?
Which
or is this...
what this?
Yeah.
No, this is plastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is super detailed.
Mm-hmm.
So, Abisai, how do you like? So when you're doing your like, how do I say it? Like trial by error, like kind of figuring out how to do it. Like, how do you figure that out? Like, how do you start?
Man, it's a lot of like Googling things and YouTubing stuff and trying to find like I've been using Blender a lot and like trying to get how to get like certain like details and textures out. And just like, okay, how I'm gonna make it fit? Do I make it press fit? Do I glue it on there? And then I'm like, I gotta get my right settings on. It's a lot to go through. It really is.
Yeah, I could never do that. If you don't mind me asking, if you don't want to say, you don't have to say. But what kind of printer do you have?
So I got 3 printers, right? I got a Crayola Ender V3KE, and I got a Elegoo 4K Max. And the resin printer is I think it's a 4K mono resin printer. So that plate over there is not that big. It's like for the resin, it's like probably like that big. Okay. But I'm looking to upgrade to a newer printer that can do like more colors. I want to get back into doing the arcade stuff because I love the arcade turtle stuff, right? So like for example, I've only done this like a one-off, but I need to really go back and work on it. The little the crank shit from the arcade.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so this was kind of like I've done this like maybe 2 years ago, but yeah, I like totally design this and print this out. And one thing is like this bubble is not as high in the game, but I was like, what do I do? Do I make the crank that everybody has fit inside, or do I make a new crank that can fit inside, or what do I do? And this is just like
good.
Thanks. And this is just like a half of like one of those Christmas ornaments. That's all it is. Because it's really hard to print something like clear, but I'm spending hours and hours sanding.
Now if you wanted to reprint something like that, is it hard to find the plastic again?
No. Well, I think it'll be easier now because there's so many plastics. I did that like 2 years ago when I was still like learning.
Got it.
So,
Very cool. If you don't mind me asking, what made you start like printing things? Just for a hobby for yourself, or you needed something, or for yourself, or what?
Well, it was mainly for like cosplayer stuff.
Okay.
At first. Yeah. Then I got into the toy groups and like I said, the party wagon, and like my group here in the city. So.
Do you ever get like your old cosplayers reaching out and have you make stuff, or like do you get like big companies asking you, hey, don't make this because I don't.
I'll get cosplayers once in a while asking me to make stuff. Like I made these giant hands in from Cyberpunk. What's that girl's name? I totally forgot. She has the red and the blue hands. It's like on the top of my tongue. It's not Lucy. There you go. Rebecca. There it goes. One of my friends, she cosplays as Rebecca, and she wanted those big old Cyberpunk gloves. So I 3D printed a pair of those gloves for her. She still has those too.
Nice. Very nice. So basically, that's how you started off. That's cool. And then
Yeah,
now you have 3 printers.
Yeah, now I have 3 printers. And
Do
this
you
is
ever-
another little piece too. Like, let me show you off real quick. The little star-based robots.
I
from the
remember
arcade.
that.
Yeah, like I like
Nice.
these a lot too. And
Sweet.
these, I was trying to make these articulated a little bit, where they can actually like look up and down. You know, but so with this is like the old resin, right?
Mhm.
I made this like 2 years ago when like the resin stuff was so new, but now we have better resins that are flexible and are sturdier. So I would remake those with that material because this one's already kind of like cracking, you know. So I'm like very cautious. So like it actually rotates, you know.
So that
And you
being
got,
said, like, do you ever look at your old products like, man, let me improve it?
oh
Or
yeah,
like,
all the time, all the time. I just been developing new stuff, but I haven't had time to like reprint them. You know, I'll go back and tweak them. I just don't have time to reprint them.
Got it. So, like, if somebody wanted, say, a door or lights again, and they message you, would you print it or just say, hey, maybe in a couple months, check in with me?
You could try. I mean, that's all I say. I mean, like, the thing I always say, the answer is always no unless you ask. So
True.
maybe you'll get me in a moment where I don't have anything going on. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll make a door or two. You know?
Nothing going on. Seems like you got a lot of to work on or a lot of projects.
Yeah. Plus, then my day job too. So it's kind of like, it's like I work my real job, then I come here and I work on these projects.
Yeah.
and
That's
then,
it.
depending on what Jonathan and Mad Hatter want you to do.
Oh yeah. Like the piss tanks, like that one was a cool one. That one they didn't even ask me to do that. I literally just I saw the design, you know, and I asked Johnny. I go, hey, can you show me like a more like high res version? And he sent it to me, and I like 3D modeled it and printed it out, and they loved it so much.
Nice.
That is cool. That is cool. So, another question for you. Do you have projects in the making that you're not ready to show off yet?
Not really, honestly.
Okay.
Right now, this is where I'm using your platform to show everything I'm working on.
All right, good. That's awesome.
Yeah, because like I have all this stuff to develop, and then I gotta make the products, and then I have to sell these products, and then maybe I'll have time to develop something new. Because I literally got the cyberpunk lights, the flipper wagon, the accessories, and I'm diving into the Marvel vs. Capcom stuff.
Yep.
So we're gonna dive into that one, right? So let me show off the thing I already showed off before, right? So this is, like I said, all these are prototypes. These colors are not final. Even the material's not final. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this with FDM or I'm going to do these with resin, but like this is the Venom shield, right?
Okay.
Because the Venom when it comes out, he doesn't have any accessories really.
Correct.
But everybody wants the Venom shield from the game.
Yeah.
And I do not have a Venom right at the moment, so I can't really test the size and how I'm going to like put it on there. But as soon as I get them, I want to make this like that's why the back is just so bland right now.
Nice.
It'll work. I sculpted this out, and so I like the way it turned out.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Now, is that something where you need to get it out before somebody else makes it?
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody else makes it before I do, good on them. You know,
Okay.
more power to them. You know, I'm not really about who was it? Like Icon Labs, right? They make cool stuff. I love their stuff. They do great work. Buy their stuff. You know, I'm not gonna try to make the same turtle furniture that they are. I'm like, they got that space. Their stuff looks great. You know.
Yeah.
Avionics, he did the lights first, right? And I saw him like, oh, cool. That's a good idea. I don't like the way those lights look. So let me make my own lights. And I'm like, cool, I made my own lights. Let me show it out there. And people wanted to buy them. So I'm like, okay, let me make some for sale. You know, so like if you like his style of stuff, please go follow him and please go support him, you know, because we're all making stuff for the community. We're all making stuff for the things we love. And man, we can share the space. You know, it's not about making money and, you know, like we're not trying to do all that market share stuff like corporate stuff. You know, we're all part of the community and we all love turtles. So
yeah. That's really nice of you. That's awesome. See, fair and honest.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Not a lot of people out there like that. So that's great. It's good. Good. All right. Sorry to interrupt in the asking. So you're showing off.
Yeah. Okay. So I got 4 accessories for the Venom pack, right? That I'm going to do. So this is the cool one because this one could go with Venom or Spider-Man. So this is that Venom trap. When he shoots that web ball, he just, it's literally a block, but it's a good detailed block of webbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a cool, just a little piece to have. Spider-Man or Venom can use. Very simple, 3D. I have to figure out how to 3D print because these are 2 pieces put together. So I need to figure out how to like get in one piece.
That's cool.
Like I said, these are prototypes. Now I got 2 other pieces, right? I'm not sure which one to show off first, but I'll go ahead and show this one. So this one, this is an attack move that Venom does where he basically transforms his whole body and just right.
Yep.
Yeah, so that one's a cool little piece. Like I haven't even designed the peg for it yet to so you could just mount it and have it like somewhere.
Now something like that. How long does it take to 3D print?
This one probably takes a good. This took 8 hours just to 3D print this. Yeah, so I'll often leave things like printing at night.
Okay.
By the time I wake up, it's done.
Nice.
Something like this takes 8 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
But this is a cool piece. This one took me a while to sculpt.
That is sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I like it a lot. Now this one's a really cool piece. This one I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it if I could make it work. But it's this little symbiote attack that comes out.
And you designed all this yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
So I was just using the game as a reference. And of course, if I had the figure, he would just be standing right here, right? Like shooting him out like he does in the game. This part I haven't showed off to anybody yet. So
nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
See? First show off here at the Party Wagon podcast. That is awesome. And that just you get these ideas and you just boom design it.
Yep.
That is awesome. Yep.
And I'm pretty quick at making things, like design things. It just takes me a while to produce them and to like make so many of them.
Yeah.
I could only have so many printers, and like I said, that one piece took 8 hours. So people, like if I had 20 people that want it, it would take me a couple of days just to like make that one.
Yeah. And how do you figure out the prices that you're going to sell it for? How much?
So this is something people get mad at me about because they go, man, you're selling stuff too cheap. You're selling stuff too cheap. I'm basically just selling stuff just to like give to give you, but like, I want people to buy my stuff and enjoy my stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make like an insane profit. No one here is trying to get millions of dollars or whatever from it. I'm just trying to make enough to like buy me a sandwich. Me and Hatter joke about that. I'm like, I just a sandwich and a drink. And like, oh yeah, but here you could buy a big sandwich now.
Yeah. So. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's your time, your ideas. You got to still make a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, just for the time used to develop and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it just goes around in circles. I just use that money again to like buy more material for the next thing.
Your next idea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Man, I love your ideas.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sometimes, like I said, that's the reason why I asked you that question. There's sometimes I miss the opportunity to purchase something. I was like, maybe I can.
I know. And I feel bad for that, but it's kind of like, do I stay? Like, how long am I supposed to stay making doors or making rails or making lights? How long am I supposed to stay in that space before I can move on to the next thing?
Now here's a question for you though. Could you possibly, like, when you're downtime, like say you're not printing anything now, just print off like 5 or 6 of them of whatever it is, and then just randomly put it on the site, and then people will buy it?
Oh yeah, I've done that before, and everything just sells real quick, and nobody really realizes I put it up there. People message me, oh, I missed the sell, right? So I've had a couple guys go, oh man, I really wanted to buy your rails, and I'll go, okay, I just opened up 2 slots, go get them.
Okay.
So I'm like, you can message me, and I can open up slots. So, but like right now, I got to get the tables out the way. Those have been delayed for like 2 weeks because I have a printer issue. So I got those. I got most of those boxed up, ready to ship tomorrow. So that's good. So a lot of those people who are watching, you have your tracking information.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So then, Here's a question though for you: if they buy it through the website or send you a message directly, what's better for you? Buy it on the website or should they just PayPal you?
It depends what it is. Like some people want custom stuff is better directly because then I gotta like see how much material it takes up and how long it takes.
Got it.
It just depends what it is. I mean, you could feel like I said, feel free to message me. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes I'll miss stuff on Instagram because it goes to like a different like general or whatever. But I usually try to be good at replying. I know people message me in coffee all the time, like, "Oh, it's been a while. Where's my stuff?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working on this." Then I'll go post about it. Be like, guys, I'm working on it. Give me one more week.
Yeah, that's cool. Coffee. I've never heard of that. What is that?
That's something Jonathan introduced me to because it's a good place to like buy and sell stuff. It's kind of it's kind of like Etsy, but so for me it's easier to do, and they get like a small cut of your profits, but it's not too much. It's not to me. It's not even noticeable the like small percentage they take from it.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's very easy. Like it's very simplified, and it's like when you go to like orders. It'll show you the name of the people, and then you can say not ship on there, and you can see who you haven't shipped out to. So it's really simplified, and I just copy the addresses from there. Yeah, and exactly, and I move it over to Pirate Ship, and it's a really fast way to like, go back and forth, and get things done.
So it's cheaper to go through that way than like sending a PayPal invoice or something.
Yeah, because then I gotta talk to you, and then I gotta be like, "What's your address?" And then like I gotta copy and paste that. I gotta go back to my PayPal and make sure I got paid. And then I'm like, oh wait, did I send them this package? Because I took 2 weeks to make it. And I gotta remember if I did or not. And I'm like, oh, you wanted the rails, you wanted the door, you wanted the lights, and I'm like, oh man, did I put all that in the box?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of easier for me to do via on Ko-fi.
Yeah, that makes sense. So very cool. Very cool. So anything else to show off, or is that it?
That was
a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. that was basically everything I was working on.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm most excited about the Dark Turtle stuff.
Oh, of course.
I'm not too sure if you watched the one episode with Iacon. So I talked about the Dark Turtle and how big of a fan I am. So
you have 5 figures.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. So I'm definitely looking forward to your stuff. So great. So I think that's we're gonna wrap it up then.
Cool.
Well, again, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for showing off the prototypes, and thanks for being on. Seriously. We're all excited for your stuff to come out, and thanks for doing everything you have for the community. So thank you.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
So, all right, guys. Well, that's it. Please make comments below. Give us your thoughts. See what else he can make. And awesome. Thanks again. Thanks everyone. Until next time. See ya.